In 2007, we saw the last Brazilian player to win the Ballon d'Or. He was a tall guy with incredible speed and, at the peak of his game, an unstoppable force in the world. He was a star of AC Milan and the Brazilian national team, scoring 210 goals and providing 170 assists throughout his whole career. He was a creative genius, a graceful dribbler, and a lethal finisher in front of goal. Ricardo Kaká was one of the best footballers in the world, or rather, the best. In 2007, he was undoubtedly the world's best player before the dominance of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, but unfortunately, his prime did not last forever. This is the story of Ricardo Kaká, the player who ruled football before Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Let's get right into it. Before anything, if you want to leave a like and subscribe, that will be greatly appreciated, as 99.8% of you aren't subscribed. Now, let's dive into... Ricardo Kaká was born in Gama, Brazil on April 22, 1982. He grew up in a middle-class family in Santos. His mother was an elementary school teacher and his father, Bosco, was a civil engineer. However, as you might not know, Kaká is not his real name. His true name is Ricardo Itzetson dos Santos Leite. But why do they call him Kaká? It all started in his childhood when Ricardo used to play with his younger brother, Rodrigo, best known as Digao, who had trouble pronouncing his name. So he started calling him Kaka, and over time it became Kaká. That's how his nickname originated. Does this also mean that he was shit, since Kaka in Spanish means shit? I don't know. It can mean something. Who knows? I don't know. Who the fuck knows? The family moved to Sao Paulo, where Kaká lived in good conditions and didn't experience the hardships many Brazilians face. He started playing football in school, and it was evident that he had extraordinary talent when touching the ball. His school formed a team for him, and they named it Alphaville. I don't understand the meaning behind this name, so if someone knows why, please comment down below. Soon, a scout from the Sao Paulo team noticed him and invited him for a trial. At just 8 years old, Kaká joined Sao Paulo's youth academy. He was so talented at that age. Over the years, Sao Paulo's executives started to doubt Kaká because he seemed to have delayed his growth and was relatively short compared to the other players in the academy. However, with the help of a proper diet and gym training, he overcame these obstacles and eventually reached a height of 1.86 meters, which is 6 feet and 1 inches. When Kaká was 15 years old, he was a best player in the academy and led the U15 team to win the Copa Juvenil de Glory. Everything indicated that he would be the next star of Brazilian football, but tragedy struck when Kaká fractured a vertebra while jumping from a diving board into a pool. It was a delicate injury that could have ended his football career. However, Kaká didn't lose faith in coming back. As a devout Christian since his childhood, he trusted in God. The doctor told him there was hope for recovery and that he would soon returned to the field. After he regained his health, Kaká debuted for Sao Paulo in February 2001, and his talent immediately exploded. He displayed his special abilities. He scored 12 goals in 27 matches, attracting attention to the European teams worldwide. He won his first title in the Torneo Rio Sao Paulo and even scored 2 goals in the final as a substitute, helping his team win 2-1. In the following season, he scored 10 goals in 22 matches, and the interest from European clubs grew even stronger. Everyone wanted to sign this young upcoming star. Going back to 2002, Kaká was called up for the Brazilian national team to participate in the World Cup in Japan and South Korea. This came up as a surprise since he was only 19 years old at the time. He was mostly used as a substitute and had limited playing time, but he won the coveted trophy every player dreams of. And so, the journey to Europe began. The Italians paid £8.5 million to sign Kaká, and his career in Europe started with the mighty AC Milan. His first appearance was against Ancona, and in his debut season, he contributed goals and assists, playing a crucial role in winning the Serie A title that year. This would be his only league title with Milan, sadly. In 2005, Kaká won the FIFA Confederations Cup with Brazil, showcasing his skills as the best player in the tournament. However, he also experienced some low moments, such as losing the UEFA Champions League final to Liverpool in what became known as the Miracle of Istanbul. The name comes because Liverpool returned from a 3-0 deficit to win on penalties. That loss truly hurt the AC Milan players, but it took a special toll on Kaká. Additionally, France eliminated Brazil in the quarterfinals of the 2006 World Cup in Germany the following year. But 2007 would be the best year for the Brazilian. It was a season to remember for Ricardo Kaká, and this also was a season that everyone remembers. However, the season began with bad news: the corruption scandal in Italian football, known as the Calciopoli. During this time, Juventus was relegated to the second division. Fortunately, Milan didn't face the same consequences, although they were deducted points for the following season. In the UEFA Champions League, Milan faced the mighty Manchester United in the semi-finals. Kaká delivered an outstanding performance, scoring one of the goals of his career, known as the header dribble. He outmaneuvered two defenders with a single header and a perfect finish. That same year, Milan reached the Champions League final again, facing Liverpool. This time, he was going to finish what he had started. The match ended 2-1 in Milan's favor, and they avenged their previous defeat the year prior. Kaká played a crucial role throughout the tournament, finishing as a top scorer with 10 goals. He scored 18 goals and provided 10 assists, a total of 28 goal contributions that year. Undoubtedly, Kaká was the best footballer in the world that year. He won his first and only Ballon d'Or, which, at the time, no one knew would be the last before the era of Cristiano Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Such an impressive accomplishment. Kaká surpassed his own numbers the following year, scoring 19 goals and providing 15 assists. A truly impressive record. He was at the pinnacle of his career. At that moment, Kaká started considering a move away from Milan. Real Madrid aimed to end Barcelona's dominance and embarked on a massive transfer campaign. Kaká became one of their signings, alongside Karim Benzema, Xabi Alonso, and the marquee signing, Cristiano Ronaldo. Real Madrid paid $65 million for the Kaká's transfers, but injuries affected his regularity and performance throughout the years. Nonetheless, he ended the season with 8 goals and 9 assists, contributing to the team's success. In 2010, he participated in the World Cup in South Africa as Brazil's main star. However, Brazil faced elimination in the quarterfinals against the Netherlands. Furthermore, Kaká suffered a severe knee injury that kept him out of action for nearly half of the following season. In the subsequent year, Kaká won his first title with Madrid, the Copa del Rey, defeating Barcelona. It seemed like he was returning to his best form. In the 2011 season, Kaká had his best performance with Real Madrid. He played a crucial role in winning the La Liga title and stellar performance in the Champions League, finishing as the top assist provider with 8 assists. He scored 8 goals as well, contributing to a total of 16 goals. However, his career took a downturn after that. In the Champions League semi-final against Bayern Munich, Kaká faced a decisive moment, one of the biggest moments of his career. After Cristiano Ronaldo missed a penalty, it was Kaká's turn to take the shot. Unfortunately, his attempt was also saved by Manuel Neuer. From that day forward, Kaká was never the same player. He had his worst season with Real Madrid the following year and eventually left the team. Kaká returned to his former club, AC Milan, in an attempt to revive his career. However, it was clear that he was not the player he once used to be. After a brief stint at AC Milan, Kaká moved to the MLS, joining Orlando City. He ended his career there, enjoying a lucrative contract before retiring from professional football. Ricardo Kaká, the Ballon d'Or winner in 2007, possessed explosive power and frightening speed. Although we never witnessed the same Kaká we saw at Milan, there's no denying that he was one of the world's best players. He was the last Brazilian to win the prestigious award before the era dominated by Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. His elegant left foot, exceptional technique, and natural talent made him a potential legend in the football world. He had everything it took to be amongst the best players for many years. His time at Real Madrid may not have fulfilled all expectations, but Kaká's legacy as a phenomenal player and an icon in Brazilian football remains. This is the story of Ricardo Kaká, the player who once dominated football before the rise of Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi.